keep your eyes on your own plate. This was mother's favorite mantra in the early 90s when we were growing up. Myself and my brother, she would usually say these things to shut us up and eat our food. Each time we come off and start arguing about who has more rice, more beef on their rice, or who has more vegetable on their food, we would always argue and try to fight because the other person has more beef and I do not. So we always try to fight, you know. At the time, I don't really think she was trying to convey wisdom so much as she was simply trying to get us to shut up, you know. But still, deep wisdom lives in this mantra. How would your life be different if you kept your eyes on your own plate and enjoyed your own meal? This shouldn't come as a surprise as we live in a world today where people choose not to focus on their own journey but focus on what other people are doing, focusing on other people's journey instead of investing the time wisely on their own journey. They waste that time, that period, focusing on what other people are doing, how magnificent other people's lives are. This is a wrong move. Now, we seem to go through life chasing the intangible, and we also have an expression for this. We have different reality TV, we have Keeping Up with the Jones, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the most recent one that we use to describe this impossible chase, you know. And at some point, obviously, when it's too late, we then realize that Kardashians are full of crap, for real. Do you feel me? They are in debt too, contrary to popular demand or popular knowledge. They have marital problems too. They have huge loans to pay off. They as well have issues with their kids, like every other family. They stress about their careers too. While you were busy or while you were trying to keep up with them, they were on the other end trying to keep up with you. Now you are both lost deep in it. You see, that's crazy. It's a messed up world. Now keep your eyes on your own plate and enjoy your meal. Focus on your path. Focus on your journey. Forget about what every other person has going on. Focus on your path. We were all brought into this life to fulfill a mission. You were never brought here to focus on what someone else is doing. Find your path, find your purpose, follow your purpose, and be diligent. Focus on it, and in time, it will yield off. But in the world we live in today, people are no longer patient to wait for the fruit of the labor or their investment. Everybody wants it now. Everybody wants everything happening right now. And that is the reason why you hear and see a lot of crimes. You see a lot of things going on in the world today. The rate of armed robbery has increased, kidnapping have increased, fraud have increased. Just too many to mention but a few. Now, this does not mean you should not endeavor for more, of course. It's our human nature to gravitate towards growth and success. But while doing so, don't let the quest for more blind you to what you already have. We get blindsided and forget that we were already blessed with something. God has blessed us with a significant amount of something that we can hold on to while even seeking for something more. But most times we tend to forget that. You must have heard there's this popular saying that a bird at hand is worth two in the bush. You get it? So this is the case. This is more or less like the same analogy. Okay? Give yourself some time to be grateful for what you already have. Let your gratitude for this fuel your journey for tomorrow. Listen, comparing your blessing with what you perceive to be another's is the greatest way to dilute them. The moment you start comparing yourself, you start comparing the level of your success or your growth pattern with someone else's, that is the moment you dilute the growth which you already have. Focus your eyes on your own plate. We all are here for different purpose. Our paths are different. The journey which we are on are different. Some people will get to the destination first, while others will get there a bit late. But does it really matter who got there first and who got there late? I'll leave you to answer that. Enjoy what you have. Be grateful. Move in the direction of your growth and success, not that of another's. We always get caught up trying to mimic someone else's life, trying to live a lie because we want to level up, because we want to feel among, because we want to project an image to the world that we are also living that lie. Of course, in this age of Instagram and other social media where people portray or put out an image of who they are not because they need to project an image that makes everyone around believe that they are doing so well. The question I have to ask you lot today is, who are you trying to impress? No matter how much you try to hide the truth, deep down inside your soul, you know you are not who you project yourself to be, and this will haunt you every day before you go to bed because you are living a lie. Listen, I'm a true believer in being real, being completely honest with yourself, honest with your creator, and honest with reality on who you really are, on the path you chose. Listen, your path might not be smooth just like everyone else, but definitely there is going to be progression. No matter how little, be steady and be persistent. Nothing good comes easy. You are going to take some time, you are going to make some great sacrifices, and you are going to get exhausted on the while you are on it. But being persistent and always having that goal to focus on the end game and the end result will free you from wanting to be like everyone else. When we lose focus of our path, when we lose sight of our route, that is when we focus on what someone else is doing. That is when we focus on someone else's journey. This should never be so. Our faces are different, our thoughts are different. We were put here for different purpose, and we will achieve this purpose at different times. Understand that just because Mr. A is living the life right now and you are not, does not automatically proves that you will not or you will never going to live that life. There is stages in life, there is stages for everyone. It's very possible, I've seen it happen so many times, when even someone younger than you is living the life, is doing all the things that you could only aspire to be, the things that you only dream of. And most times in the world we live in today, these drive the youngins into depression. And when depression sets in, people tend to gravitate towards crime. think deep thoughts on how to get to that level without thinking about the consequences of this ill path they choose to move on. It's insane. It's insane. So be yourself. Accept and appreciate who you are, because you can never be great at being someone else. No matter how much you try to live a lie, no matter how much you try to mimic someone else's life and project that image, you can never, ever be perfect being someone else. Instead of putting in energy trying to be someone else, putting in that so much energy trying to be someone else, why don't you put that energy back into yourself? Accept yourself for the little things you have, for the growth pattern you have, and push yourself forward to attain that stability that you've always dreamt of. The energy you focus on someone else, put that energy back into yourself and see how much you will grow and see how fast you will move forward. It has never done anyone good who spends their time reminiscing on someone else's path and growth pattern. It doesn't work that way. So appreciate yourself, accept yourself. It might not be working really great right now, but there is surely a progress. Baby steps. It might not be very significant, but surely there is a growth. Believe in it when you don't even see it. Believe there is a door when there is no door visible. And always look unto God and believe that God has all the answers. And when you trust Him, nothing can hold you back. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Your like, subscribe, and share the video. Hit the bell and the notification down below, and I'll holler at you later. Peace. I'm out of here.